Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the characters I want to see in Injustice 2 as far as like the main roster, the DLC list, and even like some returning characters that we haven't confirmed yet. Um, but let's just go with what we know so far. So we know Batman's going to be in it, Superman and Aquaman, alongside with Flash from the live action trailer. We're also getting Supergirl. We saw that in the live action trailer. Then at E3 we saw some gameplay footage of Atrocitus and Supergirl. Then they went on to show Aquaman and Gorilla Grodd, and then they did a whole live stream where you just saw, I think it was the 6 characters total. But Wonder Woman. Ed Boon has been talking about him on Twitter, I believe. I remember seeing this in another video, and I think I saw it like on Twitter as well. He's been like hinting towards it, and I think it'd be stupid if they didn't put her in it since she has her own solo movie coming up and everything. So if she didn't make it to the main roster, I think it'd be a huge hit on their part. Like not a good one. It'd be bad. I think I wouldn't be the only one that'd be pissed about that, but I'm positive she'll be there. She'd have to be. She's one of the Trinity. Other speculated characters that I think are coming back, but we're not sure yet because they haven't confirmed it. Like they haven't confirmed anyone else besides the 6 that we've seen. Hal Jordan, he didn't die in the storyline. Not the yellow one, and not the Earth One version either. We don't know if he's gonna be back or not, but I just hope he is, and if so, I hope there's more variation to him. Last time we got Jon Stewart as a skin. I'm kind of hoping that we get more. I'll get to that when we get to the other list, but Cyborg, if he's not in it, I think it'll be another hit. Not that I like Cyborg, I could not play for shit with him in the first one, but they have the Justice League movie coming out, and the Flash and Cyborg team up movie in 2018, I think, 2019. But he's supposed to be in those 2 movies, and if he's not in this, it will be huge. It will not be good for them. There's another one. So, Deathstroke, we're not sure about him either. If they don't put him in, though, I'd like to see them replace him with, like, Deadshot or something. We're not sure if Deathstroke is going to be in the cinematic universe or not. But if he is, this would be a good, like, put him in it again. Because if you put him in, and then people go see the movies, and they're like, huh, really like these characters. Oh, they have a game that just came out with those characters in it. They will go buy it and they will play it. It's money. It's the way it should work. Nightwing. Now, I loved Nightwing. He was like one of the only characters I could play with, like, and get amazing combos with. If they don't put him back in it, I know it's gonna be like it's gonna piss a lot of people off, probably including me. But if he's not in it, I'd like to see at least a Robin, any of them. Doesn't matter who, Stephanie Brown, Jason Todd, or Tim Drake. They don't have to beat Robin. It could be Spoiler, it could be Red Hood, or it could be Red Robin. But if they're gonna put Tim Drake in, I really hope they use the just the Robin persona, and then have like some alternate skins like Red Robin. Have like the New 52 Robin outfit. I know that wasn't him. I think it was Dick Grayson, but you could just use that anyway because that's what the Arkham Knight did with the New 52 suit. Green Arrow. We're not sure if he's gonna be back. He died in the Insurgency. The Elseworld story. He died. Superman killed him, but on Earth One he is still alive. So we don't know if he's gonna be back or not. But I'm sure he will since they have the TV show that's booming, and I'm sure he's gonna be part of the cinematic universe at some point. Like we never know. But if he's in it, I'd like to see an Arrow skin, not the old one, the new one that actually looks decent. And I'd like to see a classic skin, where he has like the Robin Hood look, and like it just looks more like iconic, and like because iconic looks really hit with a lot of people who grew up with that, like me. Like do the Justice League animated look, because a lot of people grew up with that kind of stuff. So do that for all the characters. Joker and Harley. Now, once again, this would be another stupid move that they did not put these guys in because of the Suicide Squad coming up. Plus, you had the Batman solo movie in 2019 or 2020, and I'm sure they'll be in it. These two on screen together will bring in a lot of people. Everyone is obsessed with Joker and Harley. Now let's get to the list of people I want to see on the main roster. I want to see Cheetah, Blue Beetle, Booster Gold, Reverse Flash, Ocean Master, Darkseid, Beast Boy, Ra's al Ghul, Doctor Fate, Plastic Man, Steel, and Wildcat. Now, if you don't know who any of those characters are, you can go Google them. For the most part, they're all pretty mainstream characters. I think that's why I picked them. Some of the lesser known ones, though, Doctor Fate, Plastic Man. Plastic Man's pretty much like Mr. Fantastic, but he came first, and I personally like him more. He's more sarcastic. He's pretty funny. I like him. Uh, Beast Boy. Okay, so in terms of Beast Boy, I've been thinking about like how his combos would work, and the more I think about it, I keep thinking it's like Killer Instinct type stuff, where it's just like very very fast paced and like he switches between animal like super quick. But I'm not sure what animals it'd be. Like I want him to be heavy hitting animals because I don't want him to be like just a small character. I want him to be like as big as he can be. Like turn into like I don't want to say gorilla because we already have Gorilla Grodd, but like you know what I'm talking about. Like bigger characters, bigger animals. Like so, it seems like he's more of a challenge. Um, Ocean Master, you can't have Aquaman without like at least a villain for him. Because last time we had that, and it was a damn shame. Kind of irritated me. Because when the DLC came around, I was expecting Black Manta or something, but we got Scorpion. The only DLC character I was actually disappointed with, and yet Ed Boon sat there and defended it and said that it was the highest downloaded character, and I have no idea how it was. No freaking idea. Reverse Flash. Now, if you have Flash, you gotta have a badass villain. You already have Grodd. I'll give them that. So if they don't put Reverse Flash, I won't be overly like disappointed or anything. This could even be a skin. It doesn't be his own character. But I would love to see him just because it'd be so cool just to have the Flash versus Reverse Flash and them have that like that iconic dialogue before they actually go in and start fighting and shit. And like they fight differently. I want Reverse Flash to hit heavier and be like as brutal as he is in the comics. I know that the one on the show is kind of different, but like I like that one too. So if you want to put either one in, I will not complain. Booster Gold, I don't really know how to explain, but I really want him in because I love Booster Gold. Same thing with Blue Beetle. Doesn't matter which one it is. It could be Ted Kors. It could be the newer one. I think Jamie Ray's, the one from Young Justice, the one that kind of works like Cyborg would. That's how like I'd imagine him as a playable character. He'd work like Cyborg. Um, Ra's al Ghul, I think, would work badass with a sword, and that's what I think Bryan Cranston played in the live action trailer, the first one we saw. So he talking about like the pit, getting out of the pit and shit like that, and it just reminded me of the Lazarus Pit and like all the Batman lore that we've seen with the Lazarus Pit. It just reminded me. Steel, heavy hitter with a hammer. I mean, it could be like a long distance thing or close up because like the hammer's huge. So I mean, like he's always been like a fan favorite for me too. Ever since the Superman animated series, I thought he was pretty awesome. And we're not going to talk about the Shaquille O'Neal Steel either. That does not exist anymore. Wildcat, he is one of the most skilled martial artists in the DC universe, so I think it'd be best to put him in there. And I'm not positive, that he owns the bar that you see Supergirl and Atrocitus fight in one of the gameplay footage. I think that says it's either his, I heard, or I heard it was Ted Kors. I do not remember. Do not take my word for it, and don't give hate. I do not remember. I'm just going off of like what I'm thinking it is. And then my DLC list over here. This is not the full thing. I don't want to take like 2 years to explain. Kyle Rayner, Guy Gardner, Black Manta, Brainiac, Hawkman, Red Tornado, Atom, Bizarro, Metallo, Parasite, and Mr. Miracle. So most of these characters I'd say are wanted. Kyle Rayner and Guy Gardner, I don't care if they're skins for Hal Jordan, like they did with Jon Stewart, but I want them to be unique. I want them to have their own dialogue. The same thing with Jon Stewart, because I think they kind of screwed him over with that in the last one. I mean, it was cool to see him back. It really was. I loved the guy who voiced Jon Stewart. I thought he was really awesome. It's just, he played the exact same. That kind of bothered me a little bit. Wasn't going to get overly, like, pissy about it. And just the fact that, you know, he said the exact same shit that Hal said. I mean, I guess it's cheaper that way, but I don't know. It just bothered me. Black Manta. Everyone wants Black Manta. Like, I'm on that. I want Black Manta. You see him in a stage transition. I know probably made a lot of people disappointed. It kind of got me there too. But I'm sure he'll be in it eventually. Ed Boon said that he might have a place in DLC or he might have a place in the main roster. I'm not positive on either. Brainiac. He's a huge Justice League villain. If you don't have him in there as DLC or just part of the main roster, you are missing out on just like one of the most badass villains in comic book history, not just DC. Hawkman, he's pretty much like the Hawk Girl, but he's man. So I mean, you could put him in there. He could be like literally the replacement, or you could not put him in there. Like I wouldn't care as much if he wasn't there, as much as I would some of these other characters, like Red Tornado, who's literally like the Vision from Marvel, but I think better. That's just me. I've always leaned more towards DC. I mean, even if my wall would say different. Um, Adam. I think his combos could be friggin' amazing. He could shrink or he could grow big. Like in the middle of fighting, it could be like one of his like I want to say like it could be one of the specials, like his like special move thing, or it could be the I don't remember, but I remember with Zod he had that little thing the demon thing he could like summon whenever he wanted. It was B for Xbox and it was O for PlayStation, but you click it and like you could make the demon like attack people. I'd want Adam to be able to like switch on a dime like that. Either you hold it in to go big, or you'd like press it once to shrink, and then like you could just like constantly use it like that in between. I think that'd be badass, especially with like all the popularity he's getting from Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow. I mean, now would be the greatest time to put him in there. And I don't care if like he has like the CW version suit as like a DLC, but I don't want that to be the main. I want the classic red and blue suit. And I want it to be Ray Palmer. But Bizarro, you gotta have that. You gotta have that other side to Superman, and Bizarro is one of those guys. He could be either a skin or he could be a whole another playable character. He'd work either way for me. Same way with Cyborg Superman and Injustice, the regular one. I freaking loved just the fact that they had that, and I'm pretty sure he had a different ending too if you played through the classic the ladder with him. He had a different one. I don't remember honestly. I haven't played in like a month or so. Metallo, he's literally like one of the coolest Superman villains to me. I want to see him in there just because literally a robot with kryptonite like built into him. He's badass. He's like one of Superman's like greatest enemies, I think. Parasite, another great Superman villain. If you can't tell, I'm like fanboying for Superman. But Parasite, he's pretty awesome too. Like he could drain you just by like touching you. That could be like one of his grab moves. Just like he'd drain you and it'd make him like his health go up or something, or it'd make him stronger for like a few seconds until like it drains or something cool like that. Mr. Miracle, I don't know how to explain him as much, but he's from Apocalypse, and he's like I want to say it's like I don't want to say magician because that might piss people off, but I think it's something like that. He's an expert at I'm just gonna go with magician. I cannot remember for the life of me right now. I'm tired, but we'll go with that. I think he'd be a cool character to have in there too, especially if you have Darkseid, because like they have history together. You could have them. It's like some badass dialogue, like when they mash up in like the center or just before the match starts. That's how I think with most of these characters. Like I think of that, and it just gets me even more pumped because they're going the MKX route. But I forgot about this, but some of these characters were already teased more than just Wonder Woman. Dr. Fate and Captain Cold, from what I remember, they had that blue shirt that certain people got from I want to say it was a tournament, but I don't remember. I think it was just Ed Boon was giving them out like promotionally to certain people, and on it there was like Harley Quinn's hammer. I remember that. Dr. Fate's helmet, Captain Cold's like ice gun, and there was other things I don't remember exactly. But I think this is it for my video today. But if you guys want any more Injustice news or anything of that sort, I will probably be doing more of it because I just find this stuff amusing to talk about, especially since I'm so hyped. I know a lot of people out there are just as hyped as me, maybe more. I don't know if it's even possible because I've been waiting for this game since the first one. But if you like the video, subscribe and like it, please. And I'll make another video sometime soon. Thanks for watching.